should watch this, right?
About horrible behavior. Yesterday, Ava Chris Tyson of the Mr. Beast
This is
crew had
crazy.
a ton of evidence surface about horrible behavior with how they communicated with minors, as well as a past of really disgusting shit. A lot of people are calling the
Y'all can hear
season
this?
7 writers of 2024 internet drama lazy because they're reusing a similar plot line. A lot of people drew comparisons to Dr. Disrespect recently being outed for talking inappropriately to a minor. There are tons of screenshots to showcase exactly what was being said to someone who was between 13 and 14 years old at the time, and it's fucking gross. It's completely unacceptable. Some of them were just public tweets right under everyone's nose. So, Ava Tyson was an adult at this point.
What the heck did I
Lava
just do?
was a child.
Oh,
And saying things like, I posted some fire nudes for you.
yo.
Some
This
of them
supposed to be
were
a
just
kid?
public tweets
And he
right
talking
under
to?
everyone's nose. So Ava Tyson was an adult at this point. Lava was a child. And saying things like, I posted some fire nudes for you, please no share. And then other shit like, but not $5 pathetic JK kissy face.
Man. Wait till my Twitch revenue comes in.
They seem to communicate a lot. Even
I get weird snap from Chris. Coming for America. Okay.
sending Snapchat.
Camera camping trip. The tweet about the hentai addiction. What? The time Chris is a very public anime fan. I personally am not the yeah, hentai addiction. The coming for America picture was sent to a group chat I was in. Not to me personally. It's a funny picture. I never seen anything explicit or actually seen it. Not even groom me if I were. Man,
So here's one that says "Coming for America."
Get this man.
It was on the
Heck
about
nah.
being in a group chat and everything. And I've seen a lot of people try and cope
This
and
man.
deflect, saying like, "Oh, it's just edgy jokes. People are blowing this out of proportion." What a bunch of fucking nonsense. That's a load of hooey. That's dirty barnacles. That's ridiculous. Under no circumstances should an adult be communicating with a child in any inappropriate manner whatsoever. Edgy jokes between an adult and a child are still fucking gross. That's not like the slam dunk defense that some people seem to think it is. Under no circumstances should an adult be in a group chat with a bunch of children sending "Coming for America" pictures. Like, that's still bad. That's still horrible. That's still really fucking weird. From what I can tell, most of the screenshots and a lot of the compiled evidence comes from this YouTuber, Prism42. This seems to be where most of it started, and since this video dropped, there's been a lot more screenshots that have come out with
That was a
all
month
kinds
ago.
of really bad
people really
things
start paying
that were
attention
being
to it
said
now?
to or about minors. I've only shown a couple here, but there's quite a bit more, and they're all just as bad, if not worse. Like, for some reason, Ava Tyson had a habit of calling a 13 or 14-year-old daddy. Like, you can't just write that off as being like,
What
quirky,
did he just say?
like, Tyson had a habit of calling a 13 or 14-year-old daddy.
All right. Bro. This man calling. This man calling a 14-year-old. This man calling
Like, you can't
14-year-olds,
just write that
bro?
off as being like quirky,
What?
inappropriate, edgy jokes that people are blowing out of proportion. That's unacceptable. It's indefensible. Now, the 13, 14-year-old in question for a lot of these messages is someone that has come forward to give their own accounts of the situation. And according to them, they don't believe that they were groomed or anything bad was done on the part of Ava Tyson or anything like that. And I'll just go ahead and give my take on it here. I talked about it on stream. And I'm not trying to be some kind of armchair psychologist, because I'm just, at the end of the day, a little reptile brain idiot. But I really do feel like in a situation like this, it's very difficult to process just how inappropriate or unacceptable something was when you live.
Bro.
I imagine that it's very difficult to view this as the person that you communicated to so
I don't
closely
get
for
it,
so
bro.
long
Why do
was
people
actually evil or
they
doing
get,
things
like,
that were
famous?
wrong.
Just talk to kids,
But
bro.
in reality, no
Bro.
child should have this kind of relationship with an adult
I
where
got the
you're
Dr. Disrespect
joking
now this.
about sending nudes to a minor or making edgy jokes about coming for America. So while the
Why
person
did
here
this
might
go-
not feel like a victim, it really is completely unacceptable that Ava Tyson would be communicating with them like this. It really is, no matter how it's spun. Now, it is
Bro.
important to mention that right now, most of the evidence is screenshots, so I guess there is the chance that some could be faked, but some of them seem very hard to fake. Like, there's a video going through a Snapchat conversation with Ava. There's also confirmed
Hold on, what? What is
faked,
oh,
but
damn.
some of them seem very hard to fake. Like, there's a video going through a Snapchat conversation with Ava.
Of course, Dad. This is the best Snapchat I've ever seen. How on the show, what you can. What was it? You can do what you want. That's what he basically said. Man, he said, "Of course, Dad." With
There's
kiss
also
emojis, bro.
confirmed things that were publicly tweeted from their
What?
account over the years, which I'll get to now. And it was also revealed that Ava Tyson had a history of being a Shadman enthusiast. Since all of the tweets have been deleted, it makes it very difficult to find the times that they communicated with Shadman
Bruh.
or talked about Shadman and the art. But I did find this from Mudahar's video, who went to the Wayback Machine and showcased this tweet. And Mudahar censored it because the character does not appear to be over the age of 18. For those of you that know that name, that might have just triggered a Winter Soldier moment in your brain with your eyes rolling into the back of your skull, because it
What was
is
it supposed
so
to be?
foul. Shadman was an artist who drew child porn. Now,
What?
when you hear that, a lot of people think that you're
What?
talking about lolly or lolly hentai type shit, which is characters that look like little girls but are actually 5,000-year-old vampires. Like, that's the meme. Fucking sipping from their Mountain Dew going, uncultured swine. You see, it's not actually a real child. This is a victimless crime. This may look like a 4-year-old girl, but you don't understand the lore. She's actually coming from a sophisticated line of goblin ogres, and she is over 400 years old. So it's completely legal, and you're weird for thinking that it's weird. But with Shadman, he wasn't drawing lolly. He was drawing real children sexually. So one of the most infamous cases was when he drew Keemstar's 8-year-old daughter in a pornographic setting.
All right.
Actual
All right.
fucking lunatic
Okay. Bro, what is all this? Oh my
drew
god.
porn of an 8-year-old girl.
Chris, I supported it.
That's not hearsay or anything. That is something that actually happened.
Bro.
And you know what's even crazier? I talked about this on stream. A lot of people supported him publicly. Like, a lot of people defended that. Back when Shadman dropped that revolting dog shit, there was a lot of people that were pumping their fists saying, "Go Shadman! It's Keemstar. Who cares? Doesn't matter. He deserves it anyway. Shadman, do you take requests? Can you do this person's underage daughter next?" He received applause for drawing child porn. Let that shit marinate for a moment.
Get that out.
So, anyway,
bro, that
Ava
is
Tyson
sick.
has
Oh,
publicly
wait, this is a
tweeted
real human, bro.
about lolly. And in particular, there are tweets of Ava Tyson talking either to or about Shadman. A lot of the
people
tweets
straight
are gone
getting
now
exposed,
because the
talking
Twitter
to-
account has been nuked, but there are
Talking to
archives
kids,
of a lot
bro.
of them.
Like, what?
And one thing that
What is
still
wrong with y'all,
persists,
bro?
and one thing that a lot of people have been showing
This
is
is
that
outrageous.
Ava Tyson may have actually commissioned a piece from Shadman, or at the very least, purchased a piece from Shadman. There's a clip from a Mr. Beast video where there is Shadman art hanging on the wall, belonging to Ava Tyson.
Wait, what? What did it say? Ava Chris is claimed to own this. Hung up on the wall. Back in the day. Oh, you talking about this art? Is this the art?
There is Shadman art
Oh,
hanging
yeah, the
on
cover,
the
bro.
wall, belonging to Ava Tyson. I censored the close-up of the art for obvious reasons, but this is something that is irrefutable.
Bruh,
The only question
he's already
about
drawing
Ava Tyson and Shadman's
kid
connection
corn?
is whether or not a
Bro.
piece was commissioned or purchased. But at the very least,
weird people in
a
this world.
piece was owned by Ava
Sick,
Tyson.
bro.
And I don't think there's any
That is
wiggle
sick.
room to just explain this away as some kind of innocent whoops-a-daisy moment of being ignorant of what the art was. With Ava Tyson having publicly talked about content and art like that, and then also owning a Shadman piece, I don't think it's some kind of coincidence. Like, I don't think it was an accident and they didn't know Shadman drew child porn. I really don't.
Bruh.
And then yet another disturbing
Who is
video
this
surfaced
Chadman?
where they had actually made a video a long time ago that linked to revenge porn of Jeanette McCurdy.
The story is she sent pictures to her boyfriend, her now ex-boyfriend, and he leaked them out, and But the link's in the description if you want to see them. I mean, I'm not endorsing people to go look at somebody else's private business, but I know that you know, people might want to see them, so it's there if you want it.
That's crazy. That's astonishing. Sharing revenge porn publicly and trying to spin it like, well, some people might want to see this, so for you degenerates, I posted the link in the description. If you want to check that out. But you'd be weird to do that, and I'm not endorsing it. That's unhinged. Completely unhinged. So all of this started to hit the mainstream. More and more people started sharing screenshots as well as other chat logs, all kinds of things with a history of communicating inappropriately with or about minors. And in response, a couple hours ago, Ava Tyson did make a statement, and this is what was said. I would like to apologize for any of my past behavior or comments if it hurt or offended anyone. It was not my intent. Seeing recent events, we've mutually decided it's best I permanently step away from all things Mr. Beast and social media to focus on my family and mental health. That is kind of a textbook non-apology.
This
It
dude,
doesn't
bro.
address anything. It doesn't talk about anything. It's just like this
This your guy?
boilerplate statement about stepping
Ava
away.
Tyson?
There's no denial of anything, no claims that some of the information is false, made up, fabricated, a lie, a fib.
That's your
bunch
guy?
of malarkey, nothing at all. You would really think that
Bro.
if any of the information was wrong or faked, that would be one of the first things that Ava Tyson would want to set the record straight on. But that didn't happen. Even if it was something like needing more time, I really feel like that would have been expressed in the statement, saying, need more time to talk about all of these things that are incorrect. But again, that's not there. So they're assumed to be all correct at this point, and they're indefensible, the things that have come out here. As I was rendering this video, Ava Tyson dropped more tweets claiming that no one was ever groomed, and then states that the victim vocally supported that that's false. I again already told you my feelings on that.
Mr.
I really
Beast money
don't
came
think
in.
a
The
child
black
who has this
SUVs
kind of
was out.
relationship with an adult would ever really recognize just how inappropriate it was because it became so normalized to them, which it never should be. It's a horrible thing, and there really is no excusing it in my eyes.
How long is this video, bro?
Going
'Cause
further,
I
there's
can't
an
even hear
apology
any more of
about
this, bro.
unacceptable
This is
social
sick.
media posts, and then saying that it was edgy jokes and that it was unacceptable.
Huh? To lump these two facts together to create a narrative that might be extended beyond bad, edgy jokes, discussing, and does not have been passed to I have learned.
Humor that it's like a thing of the past, and it's
He-
been
he
misconstrued.
told me it did not happen.
into
He literally
things
was
that
sitting
didn't
there.
happen, and then
Well, the
not
proof was
wanting
there.
the accusations to impact hundreds of people who work at Mr. Beast, which is
Extended
why
beyond.
Ava Tyson has stepped away. I just don't think you can write off a lot of those social
Nah,
media
bro, like-
posts as edgy jokes or edgy humor when you
Yeah,
actually
that's
owned
a
art
kid, bro.
from an artist who draws child
Child.
porn. That's not a joke anymore. Haha, bought some child porn art. Like, that's not
I can't
exactly
keep hearing this,
side-splitting
bro.
comedy. It's like, what's the
Man, sick,
you
bro.
want something about, but I fucking it be, and it's crazy that I even have to talk about this. So last night during stream, this story was still breaking. Things were still coming out about this story, and I talked about it on stream last night. The same day all of these pieces of evidence were surfacing. I talked about it immediately. Once I became aware of what the evidence was out there and what the claims were and what was going on, I was talking about it right away. And I even posted a video that is highly edited and short, nice and concise, about the whole bare bones of the situation and my thoughts on it for the second channel, so that way even if you have the biggest brain rot and can't focus on a video for long, you can still finish that whole video and see just how bad this whole Ava Tyson situation is. So I talked about it immediately. As, oh, he's only going to put this on his second channel because he's afraid to put it on his main channel. He didn't do that for Dr. Disrespect. He was like that with Dr. Disrespect, afraid to put it on his main channel. And the ones that did wrote it off as, oh, he's only going to put fucking neurons in your noodle. Check my Dr. Disrespect video. I posted it at
Dr. Disrespect sick too.
The allegation against Dr. Disrespect was on Dr. Disrespect.
Hope everybody get the same energy.
Well,
Yeah,
the same day.
Yeah, that's sick, bro. That is sick. That is sick. That is sick, bro. What? Nah, I can't hear about that, bro. Now, what is this? What? Oh. Oh. What did I just walk into?
semen, bro.
Max, do not be.
I like dick in my